In a recent interview with NBA.com, head coach of the Knicks, Tom Thibodeau, spoke about Julius Randle and his role with the Knicks. But he also revealed that the Knicks have big plans for Randle next season. And that's by utilizing something in his skill set that's probably the most lethal. Something that NBA.com is calling a lost art. We're going to break down exactly what that is and so much more today. But before we get started, guys, I want to give a special thanks to today's sponsor, MANSCAPED. Listen, fellas, good grooming is important because when you look good, you feel good. But as a content creator, my time is limited. And because of that, I don't want to make a mistake. So oftentimes, when it comes to grooming the boys, it takes me a long time. Until now. Meet your new best friend and your ball's new best friend, the Lawnmower 5.0. As many fans of the show already know, basketball is all about trusting the pass because when you trust the pass, the game gets easier. Everything gets easier. The same thing is true for the Lawnmower 5.0. Say goodbye to endless passes. This trimmer gets it right the first time, cutting through the bushiest of bushes effortlessly while being gentle on the skin and your delicate places. The Lawnmower 5.0 is incredible, easy to use, reduce nicks, and saved me so much time. With two interchangeable skin-safe blade heads, you can choose between a precise trim or a smooth finish. And did I mention it's waterproof? Yes, you can trim in the shower and avoid making a mess everywhere. Perfect for those of us who appreciate efficiency. The Lawnmower 5.0 ensures you're looking your best below the waist and gives you a premium grooming experience. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code KNICKSRECAP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code KNICKSRECAP at manscaped.com. You can find the affiliate link in the video description below as well too. No more juggling multiple tools or dealing with subpar results. Just efficiency and results and utilizing your time in the best way possible. The Lawnmower 5.0 gets it right every single time. And now, let's get started. The Knicks have big plans for Julius Randle. It was only a matter of time before head coach Tom Thibodeau spoke about Randle and his role for next season. And even though we know now that Tom Thibodeau will experiment with a small ball lineup next year, and he will play Julius Randle and OG Anunoby, a combination of them both at the center position. He also spoke about Julius Randle's impact and taking advantage of one of the most lethal parts of his skill set. And we're talking about his low post game, something that the NBA.com is calling a lost art. Let's break down exactly what Tom Thibodeau had to say about his three-time All-Star in Julius Randle. NBA.com asked Tom Thibodeau, getting Randle back from shoulder surgery, he was an All-Star before he got hurt in January, is the good news. What type of challenge is it to incorporate him into a team that changed while he was out? This is Thibodeau's response to that. I think Julius has always adapted to whatever challenge he's faced each year. People forget the level that he's played at. 4 years ago, he had a monster season, and we didn't have the shooting we have now. So the floor is going to be more open. We got a glimpse of that in January, which was his last month of basketball. People forget the guy was 25, 10, and 5. He's had a lot of success, and he's been a big part of winning the last 4 years in New York. The more good players you have, the more sacrifices you need to make, not only by Julius, but by everyone. NBA.com continues here by stating, I know he does more, but at a time when low post basketball seems like a lost art, does his skill at that give you a big advantage? This was Thibodeau's response. That's one of his strengths, but he has evolved more than a lot of people realize. He's added the three-point shot. He can put it on the floor. He can play back to the basket. He can face up and play off the screen. He can run the floor. I always tell him, You're at your best in transition, getting downhill. When he plays that way, he's impossible to stop. It's his speed. It's his strength. It's all of those things. He commands 2 on the ball, and he's got the trust to pass from there. You want to know how I know that Julius Randle is going to have a monster year for the Knicks next season? It's because of the way Tom Thibodeau just spoke about him. Not only did he remind everybody who was reading who Julius Randle is, his impact, and the level of play we can expect from him, but he also basically told you all the ways Julius Randle will be utilized from the Knicks next season, and all the ways Julius Randle will hurt you. Let's go back to exactly what Tom Thibodeau said about Randle and the ways he can hurt any team he goes up against. He's evolved as a player. He's added the three-point shot, meaning that Julius Randle will be stretching the floor for the Knicks and shooting some threes for them next season. That's one. He can put it on the floor. He can play back to the basket. That means at some points during the game, whether he's playing center or he's playing power forward, he's going to be at the top of the key. He's going to dribble inside the paint. He's going to use his body. He's going to use his strength. He's going to use his speed. He's going to take that contact, get that bucket. Hopefully it's an and one, and he's getting to the line. Tom Thibodeau recognizes that, and he understands his low post game is deadly. It's lethal. It's one of the strongest parts of his game. NBA.com knows it. Tom Thibodeau knows it. And even though Thibs is going to utilize Randle in a lot of different ways, low post, he's going to be damn near unstoppable. And if you throw Randle low post and he's going down low at full force, there is nobody in the NBA that can stop him. He is too strong. And if he's going body to body, good luck stopping him. Here's a word of advice. If you see Randle coming at you down low, move away and make sure Randle can take the bucket without going to the line, because he's likely going to get the bucket anyways. The worst thing you can do at that moment is hit him as well too and allow him to go to the line, because at that point, you do two things. You cause your team to be in more foul trouble, and you give Randle basically a freebie at the line. That's something you don't want to do, and it's everything that Tom Thibodeau wants to do. These are amazing plans for Randle. It tells me that Tom Thibodeau is going to take full advantage of this roster and what it means to Julius Randle. He's already acknowledged that this roster is completely different than the roster that Julius Randle had a monster year on 4 years ago. What is he going to do this year, headed into another contract year with the best roster surrounding him that we've ever seen before? Tom Thibodeau basically said it. I've said it all offseason long. A lot of you already agree. Randle is going to have a monster year for the Knicks. And Thibodeau ended his quote about Randle with saying he has to trust the pass. Why did he say that? Because he understands Randle having a monster year doesn't mean he's going to score 30 or 35 each and every night. But it might mean he could average up to 8 or 9 assists the season. That's what we're talking about here. That's the level he can jump to if he trusts the pass with OG Anunoby, Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson. Then he's going to average more assists, because those guys are capable of hitting threes. And if they're open in the corners, it's almost automatic. And Randle's definitely going to do that. You know how I know that? Because he did that with OG in January. And OG Anunoby at the time from the corner was about 50% from shooting threes from the corner. Randle realized it, the Knicks realized it, and they took full advantage of it. Randle's going to do it again this year, all season long, because now he can do it with multiple people. There are so many players he can utilize his skill set with. He can trust the pass. He can go down low. And if defenders want to take a chance and play him one-on-one, he's going to make them pay. And if they want to throw 2 or 3 defenders at him, which is normally what he sees down low in the paint, he's going to make them pay in a different way, because he's going to trust the pass and pass it to anybody who's open. And defenders are going to get hit with 3 after 3 after 3. I don't know what they're going to do against the Knicks, because in my opinion, We are stacked at nearly every single position besides the center position. And if any one of those defenders leaves one of our shooters, that causes a mismatch opportunity that I promise you, Jalen and Julius will find and will exploit. And that's what you need on this team. Tom Thibodeau mentioned it. When you're this stacked with this much talent, the only thing you can do is sacrifice. He's saying it. Your head coach is saying it. Your captain and Jalen Brunson was saying it a few weeks ago. Julius Randle absolutely understands that. That means everybody on this team is going to sacrifice if it means winning each and every game and getting closer to a championship. Isn't that the goal? Isn't that what we want? Past the Eastern Conference Finals, don't we want to get to the NBA Finals? Don't we want to be in the mix to get the NBA title, break the drought, and bring it home to New York? If that's the case, sacrifice is needed. And if Tom Thibodeau, your head coach, is saying that, and everybody bought into his message last year, what do you think is going to happen this year? They're going to buy into his message again. They're going to play the exact roles they need to play, even more roles if they need to, because they understand if you buy in and you do what's needed of you, you can go all the way potentially to the Eastern Conference Finals or beyond that. If the Knicks are fully healthy, everybody knows they would have been in the ECF last year. This year, we break that curse and we go even further beyond that to the NBA Finals. Julius Randle is going to be a huge part of that. I know a lot of people were thinking that potentially after the Mikal Bridges deal, that Julius Randle may not be the number 2 on the Knicks. But after hearing what I just heard from our head coach and Tom Thibodeau, I believe that Jalen Brunson will be the number 1 and Julius Randle will absolutely be the number 2 on offense, because Tom Thibodeau just told you all of the impact that Randle has with this team, all of the future impact he's going to have, and the way he's going to utilize Randle this season that he couldn't really do last year because he didn't have the roster to do it. And now he does. And I can't wait to see Randle go beast mode, because that's exactly what's going to happen. Contract year for Randle. He understands he needs to make an impact, and he has the best roster around him. If I'm a betting man, I'm putting a lot of money on Julius Randle making another all-star team, potentially making all NBA again, and being a major force as we move forward during the season and the postseason. This is going to be Randle's year. You can book it. You can mark it. You can clip this video and hold me to it, because I'm going to stand on it. If there was ever a year to believe in Julius Randle, this is the year. Monster year may not even do him justice. He might go even beyond that. And I don't know about you guys, but as a Knicks fan, I can't wait to watch him cook the entire league all season long. But what about you guys? What do you think about these recent comments about Tom Thibodeau speaking about Julius Randle, his impact, and the big plans the Knicks have for him for next season? Let me know in the comment section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans. Peace.